So when you're in Schoology and you want to make a question bank, you want to develop that as a resource. And you can make it either as a personal resource or a group resource. Personal would be just yours. It's not shared with anyone. And a group resource is something that maybe would be shared with your PLC. And so here I have our Schoology training that we were using to develop resources for the district. And I'm going to add a question bank. And I'm going to give it a quick title. We could add a description. Maybe you have a standard you want to note here, or a longer description that maybe gives you more information about what you have in this bank. And then enable question tracking is really something that I wouldn't encourage you to use right away. It's a great feature once you have a bank really well developed and you know that you wouldn't need to make edits. But once you turn it on, you really can't change questions. It kind of structures them in a very limited way. So once you add them to a quiz, you can't add standards or any of those other features to those questions. So develop your banks first without that on, and then maybe go back and look at using the question tracking feature. Now, once we get in here, I'll click on my bank that I developed, and we can add a question. And you see you have the very typical question options that appear when we try to make a quiz or anything else. So we would add questions and add all the features we want to those questions, tagging them with standards and any other features that we want them to have on. Options, it allows you to turn on that question tracking. Once again, once you turn that on, it can really limit what you do with this question bank, so be careful about using that option. Once you've developed the question bank, you can add it to any quiz or test by going in and accessing it through your resources. So this would be something that really saves you a lot of work long term if you can develop a robust question bank. Think about adding more questions than you need for one quiz, because it's a great way to maybe go in and grab extra questions to use for reassessments. And it's something year to year that you can really grow. So maybe you don't have time this year to make a big question bank, but next year you could add extra questions to it so that you really have a more robust set of questions for reassessment purposes.